What's your plan for AI risk visibility in your applications? I'm Darren Meyer, staff engineer with Endor Labs, and I want to show you two ways we can help. The first is through visibility to phantom dependency vulnerabilities. Now, phantom dependencies are when you have a project like Baselines in this example that has a dependency like TensorFlow, but instead of putting it in a manifest file, simply has instructions or an expectation that some variant of that dependency will be installed on the system. Because these aren't in a lock file or manifest file, most SCA tools are completely unaware of them. That means you could have risks that are reachable that you can't have visibility to. But because Endor Labs is already reasoning about your applications to determine where fixes are available and where vulnerable functions are reachable, we're also able to determine whether you're using a dependency that's not been declared in your manifest file, a phantom dependency. When we do that, I can find the 19 across this organization, and there's an example of one where OpenAI's Baselines uses TensorFlow in a way that's vulnerable. And I get all of the same information that you would expect, including a tag for Phantom and the ability to understand what patches I need to apply to fix this vulnerability, as well as a call path example that shows to your developers that there generally is a call path from the vulnerability all the way back to something the developer wrote. That lets me know it's real and I need to fix it. Now, of course, the libraries are only half the story when it comes to AI. There's also models. So if you, like most developers, are going to Hugging Face to get your AI models, we can now surface those across your entire organization. Here you can see that my organization has adopted 3 different AI models, including this anime seg model from Hugging Face. I can find information about it from Hugging Face, a link to the model for more, and understand what projects in my organization have adopted this model. I can also look across the assessed scores of all of the attributes that Endor Labs tracks. So we're analyzing these Hugging Face models to determine if they have security, activity, popularity, or operational risks associated with them. Here you can see this is in pretty good shape overall. There's a couple little flags that it doesn't have a license information associated with it, and it doesn't tell you, for example, what data that it has been trained on, which may pose compliance risks to you, and shows some example code which may or not have been assessed for security. These are risks that you should be aware of in your organization, and we allow you to set policies on the scores or on the individual risks to warn developers or even break builds if that's necessary for your threat model. Of course, we also allow you to get out ahead of these things before adoption by using our Droid GPT feature to search across Hugging Face models in a natural language way to find out what models are best suited for various purposes and have high scores. So for example, if I was looking for a text summarizer, I could ask for one, get some search results, and look at across these results for different scores that tell me whether these things are suitable choices. So I would certainly not want to use something like this that's low across the board. And I can give this to my developers either via this UI or via an API that they can then build right into their development tools so that they can make better choices about their models up front. These factors let you have greater visibility to AI and models in your code and into the risks that may impact you before the choice is made and after the choice is made by your developers.